Beep beep. Beep beep.
Good evening, sir.
How do? A little kebab for the cat? These little brats can't possibly all be yours.
Pardon? Oh, no, none of them.
Ah, children, they're our pride and joy, and yet...
Do cats really like kebabs?
They adore them. How many would you like?
I'll take the lot.
I beg your pardon, sir?
How much for the lot?
For £2, they're all yours, my lord.
It's a deal. Listen up, my little soldiers. You need to find all the cats in Whitechapel and lead them towards the police station. You'll be armed with delicious kebabs to entice them. Go, as quick as you can now. If my calculations are correct, the cats will be seduced by Danny's odour and will throw themselves on her. That should cause enough of a commotion to get the policeman to come out onto the street. Come on now, children. Let the cats alone.
What's all this racket? Calm down. Come on, out. And make those cats shut up.
Well now, let's see what I can do about Squibby. This must be the door that leads to the cells.
And who are you?
I've come to talk to you about Tumblety.
So you're here to kill me, are you?
Absolutely not. I've come on behalf of someone you know, who told me you have some explosive news about this American. In exchange, he has settled your bill on the kayaks.
You ain't no street person, you. You're a bobby, trying to wind me up, aren't you?
Not at all. Will you agree to talk?
Not a chance. I'll give nothing away for nothing. I don't have to follow Bluto's orders. I'm in it up to my neck, and the bobbies won't agree to keep me locked up here for the rest of my life.
You mean to say that you are here of your own accord?
Damn right. Only death awaits me out there. I was almost lynched because I was blamed for the murder of those poor girls who were chopped up like animals. The police put me here for my own safety. That's when this journalist showed up.
A journalist?
I socked him once for disrespecting me down at the pub. He said I'd pay for it one day, and that day came. He said he was going to squeal to the papers about me. With my description and my tattoos and all, I was arrested at the same time the police said they'd caught the Whitechapel killer. While waiting to write the article, he started the rumour. Now the streets ain't safe for me no more.
I understand. Listen, if I find this journalist and make him promise to not write a word about you, and if I also agree to pay for you to get out of London, will you tell me everything you know about Tumblety?
You sure know how to speak to ruffians, don't you? You got yourself a deal.
What's the name of this journalist?
Bulling. Tom Bulling.
Tom Bulling? That name sounds familiar. That wouldn't be the journalist that Watson met at the Wasp's Nest.
Huh?
Ah, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud. Well, I'll be going, Squibby.
You're right. It ain't healthy here.
I shall leave Bluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it. I shall leave Bluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it.
Hey, but what are you up to here, you? Off with you, and make it quick before I take you in.
Let's go to the wasp's nest. Let's go to the wasp's nest. No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous. Let's return to Baker Street to change. Evening. A pint for me and have one for yourself. I'm looking for a journalist, a good client of yours. Goes by the name of Bulling. Ring any bells?
Haven't seen him for a day or two. He must be sleeping it off somewhere. Where to hide from the landlord when you owe some serious bread?
What paper does he work for?
I don't know, but I can't believe that he works at his rag, because he's always round the pub scribbling his useless papers. The last time I seen him, he spent a whole day at that table drinking and scratching away from morning till night. He finished by celebrating, and without the help of a rich chap, he would have fleeced me of a guinea.
Thank you, my friend.
That's nothing.
Good evening. There'll be a nice tip in it for you if you can tell me if you recently saw a journalist here.
Yes, sir. A damn nuisance, that man. And a real cad. He cursed me out something fierce for staining a book that he put down, even though it was him who was shaking so much that he soiled it with a whole lot of ale.
He was reading a book?
Oh, not a real book. A halfpenny rag. He put it down on the ground, and I put it in the paper bin for the stove. It should still be there if it weren't already put in the fire.
Goodbye, miss.
At your service, me lord.
Spring-heeled Jack, a fantastical character that terrorizes the population of London. This journalist has some far from cheerful reading.
Up at last, Holmes. Were you able to get anything from that crook at the wasp's nest yesterday?
Not yet, but I am working on it. And yourself, Watson, what were you able to find out from your colleague about the sale of second-hand female parts?
Holmes? Well, actually...
Let it be, Watson. It was tiring, no doubt.
Well, as soon as I mentioned the possible existence of a black market dealing in human parts, everyone in the hospital became very tense. This silence, therefore, tells us more than anything else at this point.
However, I have trouble believing that such a peculiar dealing as that involving Annie Chapman's uterus could have gone unnoticed in the medical community, if that is indeed what happened.
That's my opinion, as well as that of my old university colleague. He maintains that any form of organ trafficking would be impossible, not to mention unnecessary. However, he did tell me something rather troubling. The unexplained disappearance of several corpses from the hospital morgue. He has allowed me to investigate, provided I do so discreetly, and here is what I found, concealed in what appeared to be a secret letterbox.
Interesting, an encoded message.
Indeed, and look, the symbol of a certain well-known Spartaca encyclopedia is printed on it. Perhaps it will help in deciphering the letter.
Thank you, Watson. Are you going out again?
I promised a new patient, Captain Stenick, I'd go round to examine him. He lives nearby. I may be back before you've had a chance to decipher this mysterious message.
Good. Let's decipher the encoded word and message that Watson found at the London hospital. Good. Let's decipher the encoded word and message that Watson found at the London hospital. territory. My dear one, I congratulate you on your investigation. This lesson seems to well and truly confirm the organised trafficking of in London.
My God, how dreadful.
What's most dreadful is this message. I would suggest you take a weapon.
It hasn't left my side since the beginning of this whole affair, Holmes.
I'll also be on my worst disguise again. One never knows.
But what about me, Holmes?
There you are, Watson. The worst chance of my employer. 5 Wardale Road on the map of London, Watson.
Understood, Holmes. Yes, I have, Holmes.
Here we are, Watson. 17 Wardale Road. Let's be careful.
You think so, Holmes? This house seems to be abandoned.
Numerous footsteps. Apparently this passage is used frequently. Closed. This lock is solid but very old. I should be able to force it. Very thin, but solid enough for our purposes.
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
This lock is solid but very old. I should be able to force it.
What shall we do, Holmes?
There, by sliding this hard hole, I'm able to quite simply force the lock. Let's go in.
Incredible.
Door. Excellent. Now on the next step. I will go down alone, Watson. Try to come with me. Someone should have along.
Understood, Holmes.
This is a stretcher because it must land into 2 street pieces. I have to find a way to take stairs, I think. I'll be needing it. Here's an electrical mechanism. The turn that handle should be supplied with energy. You'll see there is a connection. Rings wetting your teeth. I didn't imagine where they came from. Sensors. hammer. I'll take it. This old box must have held nails a long time ago. Nothing of interest. Point poker. This is sure to come handy. Here's an electrical mechanism. Here's an electrical mechanism. Here's an electrical mechanism. Turning. Clothing that appears to be destined to be incinerated. The coffin recently made and already broken. Numerous footsteps. Apparently this passage is used frequently. Here's an electrical mechanism. Here's an electrical mechanism. Turning that handle should supply energy. Aha, you'll see that there is a broken connection. Excellent. Now on to the next step. The steps are broken. The wires must be connected. Pray, think.
Good, Holmes. I don't know why you brought this thing back up, but I take it.
Perfect, Watson. This venue is just leave a little red hedge on it to make it usable. Make cabin handy. Let's hope the ring is you to lift this door.
And so, Holmes?
Closed. These little metal instruments are rather curious. I'll take one. This little instrument will serve purpose as in punch.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
This stone was blocking the wheel.
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
This stone was blocking the wheel. Excellent. Now on to the next step. His lads will support my weight. I need something. Let's go.
My God, Holmes. Where are we?
For us to find out, my friend. This woman is dead once.
Yes, several days ago, Holmes, but the body is perfectly preserved. No odor, no visible decomposition.
It's a puzzle box. Let's see if I can open it. Magnificent. Square object, very, very unusual. This letter to a sign of recognition. Interesting. This jewel must be an accessory of some sort. This may come handy. Someone made up this corpse. The lips are coloured, the ring around the eye camouflaged. Yes, somebody wanted to keep the impression alive. What again? Look at this photo. It is inscribed Ethel Street, 1851-1878. This young woman died years ago. Looks like one stretched out on the table. Some fabricators. This old photo shows a young man dressed after the fashion of an employee in front of a shop. Music. The manufactured photo taken in 1883, and one on Prince Rathcock's leaflet, on one is the same, and no more in Prince Russian than you or I, Watson. Strange smell. What do you think, Watson?
A chloride solution without a doubt. A product generally injected into cadavers to help preserve them.
I need some information. Glass is in all shapes and all colours. I need some information.
Look, Holmes, a label from the London hospital. It must be a corpse stolen from the London hospital.
I need some information. These clothes are new, just like the deceased dress. I imagine her clothes were changed. What's been called and embalmed, and made our dress to look like a woman who had died 10 years earlier. All is clear, Watson. A charlatan passed himself for prince, making their dead come back. Calls them puppets.
Which explains the disappearance of corpses at the London hospital. It was to fuel this sordid entertainment. Holmes, I hear a cab stopping in the courtyard. Someone's coming.
It is probably the dealers, Watson. But instead running. What if we were to meet them? If we can manage to win their trust.
You are joking, Holmes. Wait, what are you doing there? It's quite right here.
Calm down, we aren't here as tourists. We have come to collect our packets.
Oh, well, then you just decide. I was told you weren't no tramp, but I weren't expecting you was... You'll get up, I guess, your boss. Yes. Well, the subject ain't ready yet. I ain't done with it yet. You'll have to come back.
Well, that's a real problem.
say we have a person or two for some organs. You wouldn't know where we find them.
What type of
Kidney, livers.
Boy, I don't hack up holidays. That's the word of an artist.
But you would have a colleague who might furnish this type of item.
You can't make a copy of it nowadays. Since the Whigs made it easy to get stiffs, the medical schools are bursting with bodies to carve up. Doctors and students are all they need. Business is dead. For every few coppers hospital might help you out, I don't know for sure. They'd be writing in for it if they got caught. Probably just ain't worth it.
I understand. And what do you do with the corpse once you're finished with them?
I don't want myself with that. One thing for sure, after the sales, they're good for nothing but chucking out. I ain't no living embalmer.
Well, if you'll excuse,
He's got a funny way of talking to you.
It's normal. He's a brain, see? Thinking like that. Seek around, old man.
So, Holmes, the corpse that disappeared in the London hospital are used during seances. Nothing to do with organ trafficking.
Yes, it all suggests nothing kind is anywhere in London. In the med world, all evil is visible, not to mention unnecessary. The crew we met confirmed his viewpoint. It's hard to imagine, therefore, that our Whitechapel killer perpetrating these massacres with girls who sell organs.
What lead should we follow now, Holmes?
Try to learn more about Huntington. This description should give us some information, but first I must just Tom Wood from harming him. I have my secret police will come have information on him. While we wait for the I was asked to inform more colleagues of your discoveries. It would be good if these morbid ghostly spells could stop, and this would be down the last hospital.
You are right, Holmes. Another false lead followed by police, Holmes. Yesterday's Times said that John Fitzgerald, who claims responsibility for the murder of Annie Chapman, has finally been released. He was, it says, lying.
That's a little important, Watson.
It's incredible. It's been more than 3 weeks since the murderer struck, and the tension is as strong as ever. The press won't stop talking about him, and people are still full of fear. Perhaps the killer got what he wanted. People talking about him, and has chosen to stop committing crimes. What do you think, Holmes?
I doubt Watson. Everything leads me to believe he is hiding, waiting for the right moment. The area is packed police, and that obviously has work.
You think he will start again, Holmes?
I have every reason to believe nothing will stop short of Glen's arrest or his death. Sadly, our investigation has reached a dead end. I fear that we'll need another victim to get back on track.
Yeah, how awful. And what of the case of Burn Matt? Have you resolved that?
That's a matter of little interest and resolve would be no benefit. Above all, Miss Fleming. I hear the footsteps of my faithful Williams on the stairs. The game is afoot again, Watson.
Mr. Holmes, the scribbler resurfaced. At last wood. Council racing to send him to where he walks.
Excellent, Wiggins. There's still nothing wrong with Doctor.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. He's one seat the yank. But we'll find him.
Good work. Here's something for you. I must leave you, Watson. If I get my hands on the bullet, I will have much interesting news on some tumbles. I've only change. If you can, Watson, I choose to stay here and await my word. May not be more than two when the time to act comes.
You can count on me, Holmes.